Hey all, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking Channel. I'm Darren. Today we're out on the brand new Fire and Water cooking deck. Just got this thing up and running. Got all my cookers out here, got a nice table out here. This is where you're gonna see me from now on most of the time with my videos. But today I'm gonna show you my new PK360 grill. We're gonna do a quick walk around and we're gonna sear up some nice pork tenderloin that I got wrapped in bacon cooking in the sous vide. I'll be right back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
All right, all. First of all, I just want to show you the PK360 all put together. I wasn't going to do a unboxing and show you how I put this together. There's plenty of those videos out there. I just want to kind of show you what it encompasses here. I'm going to do a quick walk around, show you why these are such awesome grills, why I wanted one. If you can tell, first of all, we'll kind of come in a little closer. It's actually right at the perfect height for me. It's right up almost to my chest, so I don't have to do any kind of bending over to reach anything. I had the PKTX, it was a little bit more, down a little bit more, but as you can tell, the clamshell here opens up long ways, where the other one opened up sideways. I like it better this way for some reason. I don't know, it might just be me, but I think it's more efficient. It's got plenty of space, 360 inches of cooking space. I actually bought this, it's called a Little More rack extra, that just if I wanted to cook like 2 pork butts or something like that, or chicken, I got a little bit more room on there. I love these are the high density plastic shelving. I really like it. It is not burn proof, so don't put hot grates or hot pieces of metal or coal on these. They will melt. They do have these, or they also come in, they have teak as well. You can buy them. The teak ones are a little bit more. But like I said, I got this extra rack. One of the things I like about the 360 is the cooking grate here is stainless steel, and it's a really thick stainless steel. Has this part that opens up so you can add more coals or smoking wood if you need to. One of the things, the big improvements of the PK360 over the other PK models is these vents on the bottom. All their models have, 2 vents on the bottom and 2 vents on the top, but only the 360 has this very easy way to adjust the vents on the bottom. The other ones have little metal flanges that open and close, that you got to use either gloves to open up, especially if it's hot, to open it or close it. You need to use some really thick gloves because they get really hot. The PKs are made out of cast aluminum, so they're really thick cast aluminum, so they retain heat really well. They hold their heat, so if you get this thing locked in to 225 for smoking, let's say, it's going to stay there because this cast aluminum retains heat so well. Like I said, these bottom vents open and close individually, so you can have an indirect side and a direct side. It's great for smoking because you can put your meat over here, like your pork butt or your brisket or chicken, whatever you want to smoke, have it on this side where there's no heat, and have the fire and the smoke on this side, and then have the vent open on the top on the left side and the one on the bottom on the right, so that the smoke comes right through the meat and goes out the top vent, and have the top vent over here closed and the bottom vent over here closed. So that's one of the great things about this grill, is it can do just about anything. It can grill hot and fast, it can do low and slows, indirect, direct, whatever you need it to do. It's also very portable. If you see on the bottom here, it does have some roller wheels, so I can pick it up on one side and roll it around wherever I want it to. But it also breaks down really easy. Within 2 minutes you can have this thing. It's got 3 or 4 knobs. 2 knobs for the shelves, 1 knob for the base unit, and it comes right apart, and you can throw it in your truck and take it with you wherever you want to go. I'm not going to demonstrate that because it's really easy. You can find other videos that will show you that. It's also in the manual on the PK website. So I also want to show you, I've got PK offers charcoal baskets. You can also get a third-party charcoal basket from Kick Ash. That's one unit that will cover the bottom, but PK sells these individual ones. So if you don't need 2 charcoal baskets, if you only want one because you want to be able to separate it for indirect, you only need to get one. These are like 30 bucks, but they're really solid, heavy-duty steel, powder-coated. I got 2 just because I like the baskets. Make it easier for these to clean up the ash when you're done. One of the things about this grill as well, it's really easy to clean up. It does have a charcoal grate here, and this is also stainless steel. You just take that out. You just take the grate out, and then this little plug here, you can have a bucket hanging from the back of the grill, and you can just push all your ash out that hole into the bucket and then clean out the bucket. So it's really easy to clean out. These little plates cover the vent holes. So there's one on each side, so it makes it so the ash does not get into the vent tubes at all. So really easy to use, really solid. It won't rust on you. It's going to last you a lifetime. I'll go ahead and put the charcoal basket, the charcoal grate back in. Like I said, all these grates are heavy-duty stainless steel. These baskets are heavy-duty stainless steel as well, or steel, not stainless, but regular steel. And I'm going to go ahead and load one of these up with charcoal because we are going to sear some pork tenderloins here in a little bit. I'm going to show you how I can do that, but I'm only going to do one side because I don't want to get this, since this is brand new, I don't need to get use the whole thing. We just got 2 pork tenderloins, so this space here is going to be enough, so I don't need to fill the whole thing up with charcoal. I'm going to put one basket full of the charcoal briquettes, get it lit, and then we'll show you how we're going to sear the pork tenderloins. But first, let me get finished talking about the PK. If you look at the top vents here, they're kind of daisy wheel function, and you can get some micro adjustments on here. I like these on the 360. They're a little bit different than on the regular PK Classic or the PK-TX. They're a little bit different. They're more rectangular, and they slide back and forth on the regular PKs. This is an oval or a round shape, and you can really dial in the vents here. You know, like I said, you can have both of these wide open if you're grilling, so you get really maximum airflow and hot temperature, or you can have one of these closed completely, have this one open full all the way, so you can get that cross, the cross airflow. So if you're doing smoking or all that, and then you can just dial it in pretty much to get to whatever temp you want. I love these vent controls, and like I said, the bottom vent is really easy to control with those tubes. Also, the PK360 comes with a built-in thermometer. It's a Teltrue, which is an expensive brand, and it's actually right down here by the grate temperature, right by where the grate and the food is. So I've had people ask me, why does PK have the thermometer down here instead of up here or up top? The reason is because you want to know what the temperature is where the food is, and that's on the grate level. So that's what this, that's why it's here, down here. If you've ever watched Aaron Franklin's video on his smokers, he's got the same concept for his smokers, because a lot of the people that make smokers, they'll put them up here in the middle towards the top of the smoker. Well, that's not where you're cooking. So you're cooking down by the grate. So Aaron Franklin, when he builds his smokers, he puts it off to the side, down by the grate level, close to where the smoke goes out of the smoker itself. So that's what you want to know, what the temperature is there, by where the food is, what you know, what it's going to be where the food's getting cooked. I don't care what the temperature is all the way up here high in the dome if I don't have anything up there cooking. So it's a really good design. These, I said, these shelves give you plenty of room to you know, put accessories on. Also has two towel rack on each side, so you can hang towels. You can also get hooks to hang your utensils if you want. I haven't done that yet. I've got plenty of places to put my utensils. But that's about it, guys. I'm going to use this a lot for searing. I'm going to do some low and slows on it when I'm not doing a lot of food. So I'm going to be using this quite a bit. Pretty much got it because I wanted something more portable in case I wanted to, you know, go out and do a video at the park or something like that. This is a lot more portable grill than the Kamado, which is, you know, 600-pound ceramic grill. And the Woodwind Camp Chef is not something I'm going to be able to throw into my truck and try to do a, you know, on location cook. But the PK is going to fit that bill. Plus, it's an overall awesome cooker. I started out with a PK TX. I liked it. There were some things I didn't like about it, but I saw that the PK360 solved some of those problems for me, like the bottom vents and and some other things in the way the top opens. So that's it, guys. That's the walk around. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I am going to throw some charcoal in here, get it started, and then we're going to sear up a couple of pork tenderloins that are wrapped in bacon that I've got in the sous vide. So I'll be back. Yeah, before I get the PK lit, just kind of wanted to show you a different angle on the fire and water cooking studio here. I got my Camp Chef flat top FTG 600 right there. I got my Kamado Joe Classic 2 right there, the PK, and of course over here I got the Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi, and I got my new table here, and this here is a storage for all my barbecue accessories and all that. I got storage in the new table as well. You're gonna see me, I'm gonna bring a nice cutting board out here as well. You'll see me doing most of my prep work out on this table as well. So I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like. You probably won't get this angle very often because I'll probably be cooking on one of the different cookers out here and be specific to that, but you'll see the view from the front of the table a lot more because that's kind of where I'm going to be staged up. So just showing you what it looks like. So all right, guys, we'll be back in a minute. We'll be lighting up the PK. All right, guys. The thermometer here says it's right at 225. Remember, it's reading from over here. My fire's over on this side right now because I only want to use half of it. If I wanted to really monitor it from this thermometer, I could have just put my fire on this side. But really, I just have my top vent and my bottom vent open all the way on this side. So as you can tell, it's pretty hot. The grill gun gets it going really quick. I mean, literally, if I put my infrared on there, it's over 700 degrees right on the grill grate. So I have no problem putting my stuff on there right now. It's going to be nice and hot. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. First, I'm going to spray the grill with just a little bit of Pam. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. A little flame up, but that's all right. As long as I don't blow it up. But I got my pork tenderloins that have been sous vide, wrapped in bacon. I'm gonna put them right over the hot. And I'm gonna start them upside down first because I wanted that part to get cooked. And when I finish these, I'm going to put a little bit of the glaze on. Atlanta Grill Company, tart, apple, cherry, rosemary that I had used the other time. So, all right, I'm going to close the lid so this doesn't flare up. And I'll be back when these are going to be flipped. Whew. Had to get in there and flip them real quick as they started to flame up. It's one of the things about these PK grills, they get very, very hot. So, matter of fact, I'm going to back down the vent real quick so it kind of stops overheating here. Whoop. There we go. Back those down so I can avoid that flare up or that melted bacon. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, all. I think my battery's getting ready to die on my microphone, so I want to get to this. Very juicy looking. Bacon came out good, even though I got a little charred from that fire. I used the tart cherry, apple, and rosemary glaze from Atlanta Grill Company. Used that before. It's been really good. I'm going to go ahead and take me a bite just around this end right here. And very glazy. Still nice. I did a 148 sous vide cook, so it's a nice medium. Nice and juicy. Sweet from that glaze. The PK did a really good job. Like I said, they get really hot, so they're really easy to control. I look forward to cooking a lot more on this. I look forward to doing more videos on the fire and water cooking deck. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. Make sure you follow us on the Fire and Water Facebook page and group. Follow us on the Fire and Water Cooking Instagram and the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast, wherever you get your podcast. I'll see you again on the next Fire and Water Cooking video. See you later, guys.